Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be, a ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is, but he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to goal and be one that brings
shapes to shoot! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
An instinctive delivery. Oh, well played, well played. Endrick. And Kessié. Kerkez. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's having a shot! He's got away with one there. Tidily. Can he finish? Goal! Santos! That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Spread out to the left. He is through here. Pinches it off him. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He's going for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Zabani. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Fofana. Oh, that's a key interception. And the pass is intercepted. Anguissa. Endrick. He's on it, can he get away? Paz. Now that looks a decent ball. Real chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Kerkez scooting forward. Kessié has a look and plays it forward. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Can he get on the end of this? Fofana with the clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Anguissa. Tries one from range. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And there's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Santos have their second corner now. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Kirkes couldn't squeeze it through. Paz. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Now Kirkes. Tries to... And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paz plays it short. Kvaratskhelia with the delivery. Santos have the chance to go the other way. Anguissa looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Zabani. Endrick chasing after it. Kessié. And it's Kirkes. And Bastoni. 30 minutes gone. Paz. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Plays a sharp little ball here. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Martinez. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Kirkes. Kirkes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's made its way to... Shot, surely! Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's had a shot! And no, just off target. Zabani. Yamal. And it's Kirkes. And Kessié. Kirkes. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And Martinez! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Martinez is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Anguissa. That's the throw. Kvaratskhelia. And Kessié. Endrick. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely shaped ball. Floated through. And that was very necessary. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Santos looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Teremos uma substituição.
Away we go again. Santos currently ahead by the smallest of margins. That pass has been well intercepted. Paz, and he's managed to get free. Incoming delivery. Big chance! Oh, good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
It's crossed into the middle, and it's been hooked away. Kessié, and Paz, and here's Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Lamine Yamal certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Tonali. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Tonali. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Yamal. He's in a great position here. He has found the way through.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Aims beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Ball in towards the middle. And straight back out. Milan are looking to go forward now. Tonali sends it crossfield. Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Tonali clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Knocks it into space. Zabani. Kessié. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. Tries to play it through. Paz takes aim and crosses. He's done well to get that clear. This might... Yamal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Santos can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Camisa 7, camisa 19, camisa 6, camisa 99.
Santos are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's had it taken off him. Bastoni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's well spotted. Just about within shooting range. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Gets a good foot in there. Paz. And it's Thuram. And no, that was never going to make it. Mayulu. Here's McKennie. That's going wide left. Tonali. Spread to the right. Yamal, that's destined for the flank.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's and a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Juanmi. McKennie. Mayulu. He'll try from distance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And they've got Reed. He's having a pop! It's a loose ball. Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Wanmi really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Bastoni. And it's Kirkes. And Kessier. Paz, who's set up 1 goal so far. Kirkes providing an outlet on that flank. Juanmi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram. Yamal. He's got it. There's the shot! And that is well cleared. Thuram.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
The final 5 minutes. Nicely spread.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Kessier. Paz. Kvaratskhelia is onto this. He won't be happy with that one. Mayulu. Nicely aimed pass.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
The final seconds now. No, that's been intercepted. Great vision. And it's Mayulu. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Juanmi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shot a goal! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with...
That's at the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.